Nos intentaron cortar la historia en los años 70, pero bueno, estamos acá para refrendar la historia real del pueblo argentino, su lucha, su conciencia y tratar de sacar este país un poco adelante para que tengamos dignidad.
Es una continuidad de aquel, porque las políticas económicas que se están aplicando son las mismas, profundizadas y agravadas para el pueblo argentino.
Estos compañeros que hoy recordamos, que están siempre presentes entre nosotros, estaban luchando precisamente por nuestra dignidad. Por eso los genocidas se encargaron de eliminarlos. Por eso todos los años los recordamos, con el máximo de los orgullos, el máximo de la emoción y del cariño.
En cada uno de ustedes vive uno de ellos. En cada uno de ustedes vive uno de los 30.000. O 10 o 20 o 30 de los 30.000. Que tenemos que pelear para que no mueran más niños. Pero que no sea una cosa de lástima. Que sea verdad. No puede ser que en este país se mueran 100 niños. No puede ser por día. No lo podemos permitir. Tenemos que acompañar todas las luchas. Tenemos que sentir, compañeros, de una vez por todas, que el otro soy yo. 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 El piquetero soy yo. El revolucionario soy yo. Los que toman la fábrica soy yo. Los que no comen soy yo. Todos somos yo.
I walked out of Paulsmore Prison in 1990 and felt free for the first time in my life. The townships came alive that year. Apartheid was collapsing around us, and everywhere you could read the joy and pride on people's faces. In April 1994, I voted for the first time. In the struggle at 15, at 21, I was in exile and unsure of my life. We spent our childhoods fighting in the streets of Crossroads, Athlone, Soweto, and then in the mountains of Angola. And on that brilliant day in April, we won. Our party was swept into power in South Africa's first democratic elections, and generations of sacrifice suddenly made sense.
I must go. Don't cry. I must go. On the heavy road to Seoul, climbing the white and black thirsting hills to sell my innocence. Long ago, I left the smell of wheat and castor bean flowers for the 12 hours of daily darkness in the factories of Shangwan. But we were many, and the bosses were few, and we struggled together to build a hard kind of dignity here. Their police and their jails could not break our solidarity, but now we are facing something new. The IMF and the WTO have come to cut us loose again from the home that we built here in the factory and the people that we found here in each other. They put me on a contract, and so I must go again. Don't cry, I must go. On the heavy road to Seoul, climbing the white and black thirsting hills to sell my innocence.
Political apartheid ended in 1994. Nelson Mandela and the ANC were swept into power in South Africa's first democratic elections. But victory was not so simple or so easy. A year earlier, while negotiating the transition to democracy, the ANC signed its first World Bank loan and began a program of structural adjustment. The new constitution was the most progressive in the world, guaranteeing the human right to water, housing, and electricity. But under the influence of the IMF, the ANC privatized all three, creating 8 million homeless in South Africa and cutting off water and electricity to tens of thousands of families every month. The apartheid state was defeated, but nothing changed. The economy was still in the hands of the same global system.
This is a farm. South Africa's a farm. And the whites were the farm managers. Now they've been kicked out. Now we've got black farm managers. Same motherfuckers. Same minds. Same greed. Different color. It's a lick of paint. It's the haves and the have-nots. It's always been the haves and the have-nots. Simply put, the Americans, Germans, Canadians, who had so much invested in keeping us miles under the ground, digging our gold and diamonds, they found out that their shares were at risk. Right? Because the mine workers were organizing themselves. And so they went to the ANC, who's been in bed with the communists for all that time, and they says, are you willing to manage our business? What's your business? South Africa. And they said, sure. So now our government is in fact the farm managers. I'm a field nigger. You see? South Africa's a farm.
There are going to be 100 houses going to be evicted today.
Wow.
And that's why the people protest today.